Hi there, this is Molly Clip from Carefree Beauty Permanent Makeup coming to you once again with a makeup tutorial. I did the makeup one, did the concealer and did the foundation and how to apply it. And then I did the second one, but I didn't like the way that one came out. So this camera is way better. So I thought I'd redo it because I had some requests for it. So since I do have the concealer on already, I already have the foundation on. And I used a sponge as I did it, as I showed you in the previous video. I have the cheek color on. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to do eyes. Now that is the biggest question I have my clients in my Carefree Beauty Permanent Makeup business ask me while I'm laying in their chair and either doing their eyebrows or their eyeliner or lips. You know, one thing will come up. How do you know how to put your eyeshadow on? And for us baby boomers, what happens is that as we mature, okay, season, whatever you want to call it, we need to go softer. We need to make sure that we're not doing it as bright and as bold as we did in the 80s and 90s, which I loved. I lived that era, owned a cosmetic franchise for 30 years and lived that era. But brushes is the biggest thing, and this is the one thing I like to teach people. And as I said before, the big brush you use is for your translucent powder. This is a powder brush. This one is used as your cheek color brush. And as we said before too, skincare goes up and out, makeup goes down. And I will put out a tutorial about skincare and how to do that too. That'll be another one coming. But the ones we're going to use today is going to be our eyeshadow brush, which is this first flat one. And this is used for applying the base color makeup and also for eyeshadow, and it also used for blending. This second one, which is a little curved, if you see the curve on it, this one is used for the contour in the crease line here of the eye, and I'll show you how to use this one. And then this one is used as an eyeliner brush. And my eyeliner is tattooed on. My eyebrows are tattooed, my lips are tattooed. So I really don't use this one a lot unless I want to get going, if I really want to have a fun night out there. But I'll give you a little tip about using this and what to do for those of you who haven't got permanent eyeliner done yet. So let's start with my little handy dandy little, and I gotta tell you something. I have colors, I have got more makeup than I know what to do with. You probably have tons of stuff in your drawer too. And in fact, this is a good time, since we're all stuck home now with this coronavirus thing going on, is go through your makeup drawers to find out what it is that you don't need anymore. If you haven't used it in 2 years, then toss it. You really got to watch the age of your makeup. If you've got mascara that's older than a year, toss it. Smell it. Lipstick is one of those things is that if it starts to feel hard to put on, or lip liner or eyeliners, toss them. Okay, they should go easy to go on. So I've gotten it simple. And again, I've used all the colors, I've had all the fun with it, but I just kind of use a little compact. And my compact here has 6 eyeshadows in it. It has a translucent face powder, and it has my cheek color in it. And this is what I go with all the time. I'm really kind of basic and simple. So I'm going to use the eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to use this lovely color I love. It's called Yogurt. Now notice as I'm putting it on here, I'm knocking off the extra powder. Otherwise it's going to land on your face. When you're applying it from the lash line all the way up to underneath the eyebrow, it's kind of like a windshield wiper going across here, blending it. Okay, doesn't have to be perfect. We're going to do the other one too as well, going back and forth here. Easy squeezy, okay? Then what we're going to do is I'm going to use my contour brush. And I'm going to use, now if I'm wearing purple, okay, which I'm wearing black right now, but if I'm wearing purple, I will actually take my blue first and mix a little bit of purple with it, because I find with my skin tone, if I use the purple alone, it turns my eyes red. It makes it look weird. So I have to have a blue base behind it in order to be able to get the color to look really good on me. But I wear black a lot. I wear hot pink and black. It's my branding colors for my Carefree Beauty Permanent Makeup. If you ever saw my logo, you'd see it's all black and pink and white, okay? And I even have pink eyelashes on my car. I love my car. I get so many smiles that people just sit there and laugh and go, she's got pink eyelashes on the headlights. So yeah, I do. So I'm going to be using the gray, it's called Smoke, and I just tap it, knock off the extra color, and if you see where I'm going to apply it, I go from the outside lash line to in, and the reason, not lash line, the contour line, the reason I go from the outside corner and go in is the majority of the color that lands on the brush lands when you first hit the color. So you notice most of the color is here. right? So that's what you want it to be. So you're going to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and then into a V right here, okay? Now, we're going to do the same thing on the other eye. Knock off the extra color, go from the outside corner, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You can see that this does not take a whole lot of time. Now I have a little mirror here that I'm going to double check to make sure. Oh yeah, I can't see anything out of that mirror. Let's look at this little one. Oh yeah, there we go. Now we're good. Going back and forth. Now in my bathroom, I have one of those mirrors, magnifying 10 times mirror that magnifies, that attaches to the wall. I just got it on Amazon. It works really well. I also have good lighting in my bathroom, which makes it easy for me. But at this point, I can't see just looking straight onto a mirror. All of us baby boomers, we really can't see. So you need to have the 10 times magnifier. If you don't have good lighting to your mirror or in your bathroom to do that kind of thing, get yourself a 10 times mirror that has a light behind it. Bed Bath & Beyond sells those. I think Amazon does too, but they work really, really well so you can be able to see what you're doing. So I'm noticing as I'm looking here that there's a little bit too much color in the inside corner. So I'm just going to take my finger, or I could take my sponge, either one, and I'm going to blend it so that it looks a little bit more natural. And here's the other thing too, is you can play cheat. You can take that yogurt we talked about, and I can just kind of go over the top of it and just kind of blend that all together using my flat brush. Makes it look nice. Yeah, there you go. So just by using that much, and oh, here's another trick too, is if you don't take enough of the powder off of your brush, it's going to land down here and you're going to have to wipe it off anyway. So one of the things you'll notice is that as my color goes from the inside corner and lifts up, and the purpose of that, as we get older, our eye tends to droop. So what we want to do is do a lift for that. That's the reason we go up with that. So as we're blending it, we're taking it up, and that's the V area. Now, with a permanent eyeliner, and I do this on a lot of my clients that are my age. Keep in mind, I'm 63 years old. Okay, so, you know, the way the eye is done is not the same as it was when I was 22 years old, okay? So when you're putting the eyeliner, when I do the permanent eyeliner, especially for older ladies like myself, is I take it along the lash line, and you'll see if you look really, really close, there's a chevron, and it takes it up to the corner of the eye that literally gives it an automatic eye lift. So it makes it nice to be able to do that. Now, if I was going to use an eyeliner, I don't use pencils, because pencils I find tend to get a little bit more smudgy. But I'll take this eyeliner brush, this really skinny eye brush, okay, and I'll get it damp. And I have a pigment that I'll show you here. Alouette sells these things that they're the darker pigment, but there's a black, there's a brown, there's an indigo. And if you dampen the brush and then just tap it inside here on the pigment line, the darker pigment, you can use this with a darker eyeshadow color as well, but it works really good if the pigment is made specifically for that. So you dampen the brush, put it in here, and then you can literally tap, 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 tap it across and give yourself that line. You can do the same thing on the bottom as well. Now, when I'm going out and getting fancy, and if I want to do more eyeliner, I'll do that. But honestly, most of the time I don't do it. I have green eyeliner on. Mine's tattooed on green on purpose because I've always worn green. So I have this dark green that I use here that if I want to put more on top or bottom, I'll use it for that too. Now, if I was going to be doing eyebrows, now is when I'd probably be doing that because eyebrows do frame the face. If you look, I'll put my hair back here. If you look here, if I didn't have the eyebrows, and some of you who don't have eyebrows know exactly what I'm talking about, the eyebrows literally frame the face. It brings it all up here, which actually makes you look younger by bringing it up. So if you're looking to get eyebrows done and you are doing them every morning and you're taking a lot of time to do it, give yourself a break, because if you saw how long it took me to do a brow mapping on you to do your eyebrows, whether it's microblading or it's powder brow or effortless brows, which is a combination of microblading and shading. There's also a shading. There's a lot of different techniques that you can use to give yourself the eyebrows that you want. Keep in mind they look a little intense to begin with, but then they fade. But that'll be another video. I'll give you some more information on that. So if you're going to do eyebrows and you need to, using a liner brush or an eyeshadow brush, which looks very similar to this, but it's a little fatter, you can then use an eyeshadow, literally, and just blend it into where your brows are, if that's something that you want to do. Okay, so that's something that gives you, but it does make a difference. Mascara is my friend. I have, Alouette has a new Lush and Luxe lash serum that I absolutely love. There's a lot of brands out there. Latisse has one that's very expensive. You can get the same results you want for something that Alouette has. Rodin & Fields has one, Babe Lash, Grand Lash. I've used them all, okay, and they do work. A couple things to know about them is you use them for 30 days. And then you only have to use them once every 3 days. You don't have to use them every day because it still gives you the benefits of it. They do bring the blood to the surface of the skin, so it may cause redness along the lash line. It's normal, just to let you know. That's why I always say back off after the first month and do it every 3 days. You don't need to use them as often. If you're ever getting permanent makeup done, you need to make sure you're off any of the lash serums for 4 to 6 weeks. So we got to get the blood to go down so that we can actually tattoo your eyeliner on. Brows doesn't matter, but with the eyeliner it does. So mascara. I'm a bit of a mascara snob, okay? I have to say I am. And there's 2 that I have found that I really, really like. One is Thrive, which you can get this on Facebook. You can, look it up, Thrive. It's a really good mascara. I think it's like $25. Works really good, gives you the lengthening of it. I tried lash extensions for a time, which I liked. Downside of it is they're expensive to keep up. I, had to go in every 2 to 3 weeks to get them done. Great for wonderful occasions. If you're getting married, if you have a special occasion you want to do it. It's worth it. If you just want everyday look, stick with mascaras. They can give you the same effect. But again, I seen some beautiful lashes. Shout out to Nerissa at Salon Zuberance. She does them down there, does a great job, and really good price down there too. So a couple different places. That's my Linwood location. I work out of Salon Zuberance down in Linwood. Shout out to all the girls in Salon Zuberance. Hi, girls. Thrive is one. My new favorite, though, Alouette just came out with a new top shelf mascara. It's awesome. And I'm going to use this one today, and I'll show you. So when you're using the mascara, this one comes with a curved wand, which is lovely. I take off the excess on the back side. And then when you're doing the mascara, you're going to go down on your lashes first. And the reason why you're going down is you want to, as you come back up again, what you'll find is the mascara on top is wet. As you come back up again, it's drying and it's literally pulling your eyelashes up, which works really nice, guys, I got to tell you. So for those of you, and I've seen this, I've made up thousands and thousands of women here and men. I've done them both. I've done theater makeup. If you have mascara or if you have eyelashes that are sticking straight out, I'm going to tell you that you're probably going to need an eyelash curler, okay? If you have one that has a little bit of a bend to it, you don't. Just go down first and then back up again. It works really, really nice. But you can see how nice this just brings the lashes back to life again. I'm a mascara girl. There's 3 things I look to. One of which that it doesn't clump. It doesn't flake throughout the day, and it comes off easy. And both of those mascaras work both for that. And this is the same price, $25. So it works really, really well for that. One tip, and I think most people know this now, but when you're doing mascara, don't pump your wand, okay? If you pump the wand, it puts air into the bottom of the tubes, gets bacteria in there, and it'll dry it out faster. So don't pump the wand. All you need to do is they pay a lot of money to put those nice little wipers in there. You don't have to do that. So let's get the other eye done. Here you go. And I put a lot of mascara on. I'm one of these ones that does it really fast. I'm taking time to do this tutorial for you, but I have to tell you is that it doesn't take me that much time. I can get my makeup on in 5 minutes. I can pretty much do my hair and my makeup pretty fast in the morning. I am not one that likes to spend a lot of time with it. I like it done fast. And if I ever goof up, which I have, okay, you take a Q-tip and you just smudge it and take the color off with it. which I'm amazed that I haven't done that right now because usually I'll do it. So you can see what a difference it makes with having the mascara on, eyeshadow. It just really pumps it up. I mean, you saw me when I started the video today that all I had was concealer, foundation, cheek color on. And now just with the eyeshadow and mascara, it changes the world. And now watch what changes, because you see my makeup is on, right? But what's missing is the lips, because if I don't have lips on, I kind of look dead, you know? I got to have some color on my lips. Now, for some of you, a natural color looks good, and you can do that. I'm what you call a Snow White winter, and that's color analysis. I'm going to do a tutorial on that too. I'm having some fun with this. These are all the things I've done in my life. I've been an image consultant. I've been a makeup artist. I have been a theater makeup. I've done image. I've straightened up people's closets. I have something coming. If you're interested, let me know in the comments. That it's how to take 10 articles of clothing and make 35 different outfits out of them. So if that's something that you're interested in, just put yes in the comments. I want to see that. If there's anything that's coming up that you see that you'd like to know some more information about, if you're curious about permanent makeup, I am actually doing free consultations through a Zoom call so that we could be able to do it 15 minutes. If you're curious about permanent makeup, you've always wanted to know, have some questions answered, this is a good time to do it because we've got the time, we're home, why not? And what we'll be doing is that doing the Zoom call, 15 minutes, I'll ask you a lot of questions. I want to see what your eyebrows or eyeliner or lips look like. If you know what you want them to look like, have those pictures ready too so that you can show me in the Zoom call how that works. And then those of you who do that Zoom call with me, I will be offering a $100 off discount coupon card when you do a gift certificate to get your permanent makeup done when we're all done with this, okay? So if you know somebody who'd be interested too, please pass this video on. Let's talk lips. So I use Alouette's Lip Liner Scarlet because I need some color. And all I'm gonna do is go along the natural lip line right here, okay? I just do the natural lip line. When you're doing makeup, you can actually go outside your lip line. When you're doing permanent makeup, you can't because it can bleed, it can migrate, the color can migrate. So you want to make sure that you stay within the lines of your lips when you're doing permanent makeup. When you're doing lips with the, can't do this at the same time, right? With the makeup, you can blend a little bit more on that. So lip line for me makes a huge difference because it gives me back my lip again because I've lost some of that lip line. As we get older, we lose the natural upper lip line for some, not everybody. When people get their lips tattooed on, there's 3 reasons why they do it. One of which is because they've lost the natural color on their lip line to their face. It just blends into one. Then the second reason is because their lips have gotten smaller and they've gotten wrinkles around the area. And actually tattooing lips can send collagen to that area to repair it, and it'll actually plump up the lips. And then some people just like to be able to have lips on all the time. Most of the lip liner or lip liners, blended lip, there's a bunch of different things. I'll do another video on that one. Okay, one of my favorite lip colors, I have to tell you, I love mauve. Okay, this is Urban Decay, is one of my favorite lip colors that I have. I like their lipstick. It's creamy, it stays on. It is not a long wearing one. There are some fabulous, Sensa has some great, fabulous long-wearing lipsticks. Revlon has them. I can't wear them. They dry out my lips. So I have had an issue with that. I am so picky about some of the stuff I can do and what I can't do. And I'm sure some of you out there are the same way. So I'm just going to put it on the lower lip, put it together because I don't want a lot of color. I want just something that's going to give me a little bit of color on that. I'm kind of partial to pinks, okay, which you haven't found out right now. So they have another color called the Firebird that I just put a little bit, give me a little bit more color for my lips because I want to be able to be a little bit more sassy. Ain't it pretty? I just love makeup. I'm sure you do too. If there's questions that you have, please feel free, give me a comment. Go to my website, www.carefree-beauty.com. Set up a consultation with me. I would love to have a chance to chat with you. So if there's more things that you'd like to learn about or hear about, or you got questions about some of these tutorials I'm doing, please feel free, put it in the comment. Thanks for watching. Bye.